Hey everyone, this is Rotary Swing instructor Christopher Tyler, and I know the Australian Olympic team did not fare as well in the medal count as a lot of other countries, but Jason Day gives the Aussies something to chant, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. This week's breakdown, I'm going to be going over one of the myths in the golf swing and talking about how you can create massive clubhead speed with working way less hard. Stick around. Man, oh man, if you were looking for some excitement in the world of golf, you certainly got it this weekend at the Accenture Match Play Championship, where Jason Day was able to capture his first Accenture Match Play Championship over Victor Dubuisson in extra holes. He was able to birdie the 23rd hole and capture his victory, and a resilient Victor Dubuisson got the golf ball up and down out of a trash can, out of some peculiar spots there down the stretch. So hats off to him for being a very tough competitor. And I want to spend a little time this week talking about Jason Day and one of the myths in the golf swing on how he's able to create a lot of clubhead speed. Now, one of the myths that has often been taught is that the clubhead or the club needs to travel parallel to the ground in the backswing or further to create a lot of speed in the downswing, and that is absolutely a farce. And I want to go ahead and address that in a couple of areas that Jason does without getting the club to parallel, and show you how he's able to store up a lot of power and use the body efficiently and effectively. All right, so as you can see over here on the left-hand side of the screen, we've got a top part of Jason's golf swing here. This is one from one of his iron shots this past weekend, and he's nowhere near parallel. So if I were to back him down and you were to watch his golf swing here, you're going to see that as he gets a golf club to the top, it's not very close to parallel at all. He's actually quite a bit short of parallel. This is his top part of his golf swing, and this shot was just over 200 yards. And he's obviously known as one of the longer players out on tour, and he's still able to generate a lot of speed even without getting the club to parallel. So let's go ahead and focus on some of the areas that Jason does so well to pack so much clubhead speed and power in his golf swing. And I want to note a very key or critical area that he does, like most of the golf pros do, and that's going to be from the 9 to 3 region of his swing. And like most pros, you're going to see he stays very wide from the get-go. You're going to see that he's got full extension of both arms into the completed part of the takeaway, which would indicate the 9 o'clock position of the golf swing. And if I were to fast forward and show you through to his finish, you're going to see that he's got the club fully extended at about the 3 o'clock range here. So if I were to back it down a frame, you could see that he's fully extended here as well. So from 9 to 3, he's created a very wide sort of swing shape. Now, we do have a great video on the website called Wide, Narrow, Wide, and that's how we're going to take the golf club wide in the backswing. We're going to narrow the arc, and then we're going to get wide back through the impact or through the hitting area to deliver all that speed. Now, there's one area that Jason does so well in his golf swing, and I want to talk about that today directly. I want you to pay very close attention to what his left leg is doing from the top part of his golf swing down. You're going to see that his left leg is starting to externally rotate. And what that left leg external rotation is allowing him to do is get seated into his left side. And we've got a great video on the downswing section of the website called Sitting into the Left Side, and that's all explained in that video. But that left leg external rotation is getting him into a position to where he's stacking up this left side or loading into the left side so he can start to take that power, that stored power out of the body, and start to move it up the kinetic chain. Now as he's starting to, or he's fully shifted into that left side, you're going to see a lot of rotation coming from the left obliques. Okay, you can see the left obliques are really starting to unwind here, and what they're doing, their responsibility is they're going to be pulling the left hip away from the target. So from this position into almost the hitting area, it appears that his arms are doing a lot of work, and that is not true at all. A lot of the arm movements are created from the rotation of the body. So he's taking that power, he's shifting it, or I'm sorry, he's taking his weight and he's shifting it into the left side with that external rotation of the left leg, and he's driving that heel into the ground, and at the same time he's using the left obliques to start to pull. And that pulling movement is creating rotation. It's pulling the hip away from the target, and it's also rotating the torso. And that's getting his arms into the position where he can start to take the power out of the kinetic chain and turn it into clubhead speed into the hitting area. So here we are right about the lag and release area. You can see that he's got a fair amount of lag here, not an exorbitant amount like a lot of players out there try to achieve where they get Sergio-style lag. But he's in a position where he can start to pull that power out and transfer it into speed. And this is virtually where he starts to go into release mode. And you can see that he keeps that width through the finish. So now he's delivered all of that power and turned it into all that speed and turned it into massive amounts of distance. So rather than thinking that you need to have all this distance or all this travel space with the club during the backswing, I want you to learn how to load up the right side of the body and then learn how to unload it into the left side properly by externally rotating that left leg and then using your big muscles in your core to create rotation and get your hands and arms moved into a position where they can release. That's the most critical part of taking power and turning it into speed. All right, we want to store up power and then turn it into speed right at the right time. And you can see that Jason Day obviously makes a ton of speed, and he does it the most effective and efficient way possible. All right, so take that, work on it, work on getting yourself into your left side, put the power back in your body, use your body effectively and efficiently, and turn it into some massive clubhead speed and get out there and bomb your drivers past your buddies and enjoy the game. All right, for those of you watching this video, I'm going to go ahead and include a special bonus clip on how the lower body works in the downswing. And remember, if you like this video, go ahead and click the like button below. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to post the questions up and I'll hope to answer them the best I can. I look forward to working more with you guys in the future, and I hope you have a great day.
So we're here with Clay Ballard, our new RST certified instructor who's taking over down here in Orlando for us and doing a great job and learning all the biomechanics of the swing. And he's also going to help us today talk about the lower body movement. And I know for a lot of you golfers, we talk about hip spinners and those types of things that typically are geared more towards the better golfer. But that's obviously not everybody out there. We know we have a lot of golfers who still come over the top and don't really have a good picture of how the lower body works. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But these work better because they're reusable. So go to the top for me, Clay. So show me loaded up on the top of your backswing. Let's turn so we're a little bit more squared up to the camera here, and I'll move out of the way. The other way, sorry. Face on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so as Clay goes to the top, the first thing that he's going to do is going to be loaded up on that right side, right? So he's going to feel that right ankle pushing into the ground. And now we're going to do this drill. So this is called the stride drill. All we're going to do is actually take a step, a physical step forward with step. Good. And let's go ahead and, without stopping on this next one, step and then go ahead and whack the bag.
Okay.